Hey everyone, I'm gonna try to make this one quick. I always try to make them quick, but somehow I always take forever. But I'll keep on trying. This is pretty much an update on Steven Donziger. If you don't know his story, I mentioned him before in a couple of posts, and I don't know if I ever made a video about him, but this dude, I'm not gonna overwhelm you with all the details. I'll try to give you the quick rundown, the main takeaways of his story. He is currently in jail, or in prison, if whatever the difference is in terminology. But yeah, he was under house arrest for 2 years almost, and he never caved into big oil. Pretty much, he never gave them what they wanted. And now he's been sentenced to 6 months in prison. And on top of that, he lost his law practicing license. He is a lawyer, or maybe was a lawyer. And right now the push is to get him out of there. Pretty much put their members of the squad and others. They're putting pressure on the Justice Department, which led by Merrick Garland right now under the Biden administration. They wrote a letter to them, and I'll post some pictures of the letter and the headlines of what I know about it under this video. Members of the squad and others, they wrote a letter to Merrick Garland to pretty much release the dude, free him up and give him compensation for being unjustly under house arrest and now in prison, and hopefully even give him his law license back. But the takeaway is this whole thing started years back in Ecuador. Chevron, the oil company, they really ruined a lot of the natural land in Ecuador, and Steven Donziger was representing the indigenous people that live there. People that live in Ecuador. They went to court with Chevron, and there was years of litigation, from what I understand. And this case went all the way up to the Supreme Court in whatever the Supreme Court equivalent is in Ecuador. Bottom line, Chevron lost, and they were ordered to pay billions of dollars. I want to say $8 billion, but don't take that claim to the bank. It might be more, maybe slightly less, but it was somewhere there. I know it was billions of dollars, to help these people with their medical problems, because a lot of them, they have all kinds of illnesses because of the oil spills that went on over there. To rehabilitate the land over there, clean up, of course. So yeah, they lost to the indigenous tribes, and Steven Donziger was one of the lawyers suing them. And bottom line, they haven't paid. Till this day, it's been years and years since they lost that case in the Ecuador courts, and to Steven Donziger, and they lost, and they haven't paid the money. They don't want to pay the money, and they're breaking all kinds of laws. I'm sure even international laws they're breaking. And so somehow they're messing with Steven Donziger. They've been messing with him for years and years now, and but their case against him was so dumb, so not strong, that even federal prosecutors are like, we're not gonna prosecute. Well, somehow this Chevron found these 2 freaking judges in New York, and they're corrupt judges. I'm not gonna get into the details of how they are corrupt. If you will look up this story, you will find it. It's not that hidden. But these judges somehow appointed private law firms to prosecute Donziger, and that's how this has been going on. And so yeah, he's in prison, man, and unjustly so. And like I said, members of the squad they wrote a letter to Biden, or to Merrick Garland, who runs the office, the Justice Department, I think. But yeah, the members of the squad, you know the usuals, the most known one and most hated ones. I mean, you can hate them if you want, especially if you're from the Trump Republican wing, you know, that faction. Friends of mine who are Trump supporters, and you know, I guess they lean mostly right. They hate these people, but I mean, this is a noble cause. They're trying to help to free this man, and I mean, you don't have to love them, man. You don't have to like members of the squad. Just because they're behind this effort doesn't mean you can't join. You should. This is the right thing to do, to try to help out Steven Donziger. You can add money to his fund, because I think he has a GoFundMe, whatever. Add your voice like I'm doing. But yeah, AOC, of course, Rashida Tlaib, they signed this letter, or they joined. They're part of this statement. Ilhan Omar, of course, you hate her too if you don't like her, but this is the right thing to do. Ayanna Pressley, I think she's the other one. And that's the core of the squad. But I think others that are considered part of the squad: Jamal Bowman, Cori Bush. Who else is in there? I think that's it for people who are regarded as members of the squad. But Barbara Lee is also there. She signed this letter. Raul Grijalva, I think he's a congressman, either from Texas or from Arizona, one of those two, I think. Who's the other name? I'm blanking on another name. Oh, Chuy Garcia. He's a local, or not a local of Rockford, but he's from Illinois. I think he ran for mayor, and he almost won, but he lost to Rahm Emanuel ultimately. But yeah, Chuy Garcia also signed this letter. I hope you do the same. Maybe pressure your congresswoman or man to get join in this effort. I think my congresswoman is what's her name? Sherry Bustos. I'll probably tag her on this video to do the right thing, and she's on her way out. I mean, she's got nothing to lose, man. And whoever your congressperson is, give them a shout out. So yeah, that's what is going on that's the letter. I give you the core of the problem, and yeah. I guess on another point to make is where's the corporate media here? I'm talking the CNNs of the world, MSNBCs, Fox News, you know, the cable news media. If you watch these people a lot, honestly, be honest. Have you ever heard of the name Steven Donziger? And there's others, but let's focus on him. This has been years in the making. Have you ever heard their names? If you watch, this is why I stopped watching these people. This is why I watch independent news media, and mostly left news media. If to be honest with you, because I am of the left, and I don't watch so-called independent right-wing news media, because they're not really independent. They got corporate backers. Whatever they have, a YouTube channel, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. I'm talking the Ben Shapiro's of the world, the freaking Steven Crowders of the world. They have corporate backers. That's why they're kind of famous, and the YouTube algorithm is not effing them over like they do left-wing independent. So I'll just point that out. But left-wing independent media, this is how I know about this person. I don't think you ever I don't know if you watch Ben Shapiro, CNN, Fox News, CNBC, CBS, all these corporate channels or corporate back independent news medias. I don't think you ever heard of Steven Donziger. Though I hope you hear him now. If it's the first time you hear him, let your friends know about him and try to get this dude out of jail. That's the main goal here. Get the man out. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be there. He's a very ethical lawyer from what I hear, and this is, I mean, you gotta at least get suspicious. This is what it's all about. It's Chevron trying to make an example out of him. Like, you cross us over, even if you beat us in the freaking courts, we're gonna come after you. And boy, are they coming after this man. 2 years of his life gone. Another nugget to know about him: his freaking banks, bank accounts, they're all frozen. He has no access to his own money. It's BS what they're doing to this guy. So where's the corporate media? I mean, again, you watch CNN, anyone in the corporate news world, whether it's neoliberal people or the right-wing people, I'm talking about Fox News pretty much. Have you heard about his name? Have you heard his story? I don't think you have. That's pretty much all I have to say. It's just help him out, man. Get him out of there. It's not right that he's in prison right now. And it was not right that he lost his law license. It's not right that he was under house arrest for almost 2 years. It's not right that he has no access to his own money. To me, this is the stories that matter. It's if it can be done to him, it can be done to any of us, to any lawyer that stands up for environmental justice at all. Just doing the right thing, man. If you pollute something, you go to court and you lose with evidence, overwhelming evidence against you, you should just take the loss. How does Chevron get away with this shit? I don't know. But this cannot be constitutional, what's happening to Steven Donziger. How can you appoint a private law firm to prosecute him and put him behind bars? I thought only federal prosecutors can do that under the U.S. Constitution. I'm no constitutional lawyer or educator, but I mean, I kind of I read the Constitution and I kind of follow its precedents and whatnot, and this is nuance to me. This is a precedent. I don't think we want this precedent to stand. Put pressure on Joe Biden too. If you care about these kinds of things, Steven Donziger needs you right now, and do what you can for him. Ciao.